Simmons digging in defensively. Off it comes to Scoot, comes across an Ayton screen. Ayton rolls, beautiful lob up top, two-hand.
And we start things off with Jayshawn Tate, capping off a 21-5 run with a corner three to beat.
Nightly Pulse, NBA news and highlights from January. 14, catch up on all the NBA news. Scores and highlights from tonight's action with our Nightly Pulse live blog. Tuesday's slate of games, Thunder 118, 76ers 102, final, Cavaliers 127, Pacers 117, final, Suns 117, Hawks 122, final, Kings 115, Bucks 130, final, Pelicans 119, Bulls 113, final. Nuggets versus Mavericks, live on TNT, True TV, and Max. Nets versus Trailblazers, live on NBA League Pass. Scoot on a mission, Henderson is still cooking, heading to halftime with 25 points and 4 assists, including this lob to set up DeAndre Ayton for his first bucket of the night. Portland trails the Nets, 66-61 at the half, though. Brooklyn has received 12 points apiece from Keon Johnson and Jalen Wilson, and has also got 11 from Cameron Johnson, who is returning from injury. Jokic making history. Nikola Jokic earlier tonight became the fastest player to reach 15,000-plus points, 7,500-plus rebounds, and 5,000-plus assists, and later became the first center to reach 5,000 assists since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Not to mention, the Denver big man has already recorded another triple-double, scoring 10 points and tacking on 10 assists and 13 rebounds. The Nuggets have a sizable lead, 91-62 on the Mavericks in the final couple of minutes of the third quarter. Scoot Henderson is on a tear for Portland, scoring 17 points in the first quarter on 6 of 6 shooting. However, it's the Nets who put up a 40-piece in the game's initial frame and lead 40-30. Pelicans fly New Orleans controlled the second half, beating Chicago 119-113. Williamson was a force throughout, scoring 21 points and adding 7 rebounds and 9 assists. Trey Murphy III struggled from distance, but still finished with 32 points, shooting 12 for 12 from the charity stripe and 7 for 7 inside the arch. Levine started slow, and his 6 straight games of 30-plus points came to an end, but he still finished with 25 points to lead all Bulls scores. Denver, Lob City. Russell Westbrook and DeAndre Jordan connect twice on alley-oops, with the second one more impressive than the first. The Nuggets have built a 58-39 lead over the Mavericks late in the second quarter. Murray is up to 25 points on 10-12 shooting. Irving has 9 for Dallas in his return to play from a back injury, but his team is going to need more offense to get back in this game in the second half. Bucks beat Kings. Milwaukee outscored the Kings 47-26 in the opening quarter and never looked back, earning a 130-115 win. Giannis played to a triple-double, putting up a 33-point, 11 rebounds, and 13 assist line. Lillard was hot early in the first quarter, then capped the game with a pair of triples, finishing with 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Brook Lopez also went north of 20 points, pouring in 21. The Kings' 7-game win streak comes to an end with the loss, but they still receive strong offensive performances from De'Aaron Fox, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and DeMar DeRozan, 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Hot start in Denver. The Nuggets have jumped out to a 36-21 lead over the Mavericks after a quarter of play. A large part of that has been the play of Jamal Murray, who has already totaled 19 points on 7-9 shooting. Hawks sore Trae Young was on one tonight, putting up 43 points on 6-12 long-range shooting, guiding the Hawks to a 122-117 win over the Suns. Onyeka Okongwu was massive off the bench for Atlanta, scoring 22 points and yanking down 21 rebounds in 27 minutes. The Suns' star duo of Devin Booker and Kevin Durant were keeping pace with Young for most of the night, scoring 35 and 31 respectively, but ultimately Phoenix fell short in their first game of a 5-game road trip. Authoritative finish hammer, Garland finds Mobley, who then lobs it up for Allen, who finishes it as the Cavaliers pull away to a 127-117 win over the Pacers. Cleveland stars came to shine, with Donovan Mitchell leading the quartet with 35 points. Darius Garland finished with 24 and chipped in 7 dimes, while Mobley tallied a double-double, scoring 22 and cleaning the glass 13 times, and Jared Allen totaled 16 points and 9 rebounds. Indiana had 7 players reach double figures amid the absence of Tyrese Halliburton, hamstring. Siakam paced the squad with 23, but ultimately Cleveland's firepower, after being held under 100 points in their previous meeting, was too much tonight. Thunder strike. The Thunder took down the 76ers, 118-102. Without Embiid, George, or Maxey, it was going to be an uphill fight for the 76ers. They trailed most of the night, getting as close as 6 points to start the fourth before the Thunder went on another run. Gilgeous-Alexander was efficient, scoring 32 points on 12-15 shooting and also dishing out 9 assists. Jalen Williams also filled up the stat sheet, scoring 24, pulling down 4 rebounds, earning 6 assists to go with 3 steals and a block. Justin Edwards was Philadelphia's leading scorer, pouring in 25 points. Welcome to the circus. Everything is going right for Milwaukee, who has a 75-54 lead over the Kings at the break, including the circus shot from Ryan Rollins below. Giannis Antetokounmpo had a huge first half, scoring 19 on 81-2 shooting, with 6 boards and 5 dimes. Gets fancy sparkles, Nembhard fakes a kick out to Siakam on the perimeter, stays moving toward the lane, and finds Turner for the easy lay-in. The Cavaliers have found their groove in the second half, currently outscoring the Pacers 38-28 in the third frame as it nears its end. They now hold a 189 lead over the Pacers. Mitchell has pushed his scoring output to 33. Zion Jose Alvarado misses a 3, but Zion Williamson is there to clean it up with a strong putback for 2 of his 11 points. The Bulls and Pelicans have hit the midpoint of the second quarter, with Chicago holding a 46-44 lead. Zach LaVine, who came into tonight with 6 straight 30-plus point games, is stuck on 0. But Nikola Vucevic has picked up the slack, leading the Bulls with 13 points. Fear the Deer Damian Lillard is on fire to start, scoring 10 quick points on 3-4 long-range shooting, including this 4-point play. Milwaukee has gone on a 14-2 run and has opened a 34-17 lead on the Kings late in the quarter. Thunder-roaring Oklahoma City holds a 15-point lead at the half over the 76ers, 58-43. Gilgeous-Alexander has been the centerpiece of the Thunder's early success this evening, scoring 19 points on a perfect 8-for-8 shooting. The Kia MVP candidate also has 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Justin Edwards has scored 11 off the bench to lead Philadelphia. On the run, Mathurin gets the steal, feeds T.J. McConnell, who leads the break, then drops it off for Mathurin to finish with the flush. The Pacers have caught back up with a 31-25 second-quarter performance to cut the Cavaliers' lead to 1, 62-61 at the break. Mitchell's scoring barrage has slowed down slightly, but he's still sitting on a robust 27 first-half points on 10-13, shooting to lead all scorers. Siakam is treading closely, though, with 21 on 9-11 shooting, and he also has 5 rebounds. This game is set for a do-not-miss second half and can be seen on either TNT, True TV, or stream it on Max. Just in time, Bogdan Bogdanovic beats the clock to nail a tough 3 before the end of the first quarter to give Atlanta a 33-31 lead over the Suns. Trae Young leads all scorers with 13 points, including 2 triples from near the logo. Strong finishes, more highlights from a tightly contested battle in Indiana. First, Mitchell finishes the difficult shot as he falls to the floor, earning an and 1. Then Miles Turner gets found by Ben Shepherd on the cut and detonates at the rim for a massive throwdown. The Cavaliers have opened up a 10-point lead, 54-44, with a few minutes remaining in the first half. While Dunn thumbs up, Ryan Dunn takes flight and finishes the Tyus Jones lob on the break for 2 of his 7 points. The Hawks, though, have an 18-12 lead early, as Trae Young has already connected on a pair of 3s and leads all scorers with 10 points. Weaving his web, Donovan Spada Mitchell has poured in 19 points on 7-9 shooting, including 3-4 from 3 after a quarter of play in Indiana. His performance has pushed Cleveland out to a 37-30 lead, as they work to start a new win streak after the Pacers snapped their previous 1-of-12-game Sunday. Yabu coming through. Yabusele takes the lane and slams it home for 2 of his 5 points, which leads all 76ers scorers. As probably expected, without George, Embiid, or Maxey, Philadelphia is struggling early, trailing the Thunder 29-11 late in the first. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has yet to miss, shooting 4 for 4 for 9 points, and he also already has 3 assists, a block, and a steal. Dunk fest early. A trio of dunks opens the action between the Pacers and Cavaliers. First, on the opening possession, Darius Garland finds Jarrett Allen with a lob. Then Benedict Mathurin gets the Pacers on the board with a dunk on the fast break. And lastly, Evan Mobley pump fakes Miles Turner up in the air to clear room for a two-handed finish. It's been a high-scoring affair early, with Cleveland holding a 25-22 lead, as these squads have just past the midpoint of the first quarter. Donovan Mitchell already has 12 points, while Pascal Siakam has put up 10 for Indiana. Ready-to-ball Kyrie Irving will return to play tonight after being out of action since January. 1 due to a back injury. The Mavericks were 2-3 during his absence, and having their star guard back on the court should be a boost for Dallas when they host the Nuggets at 9:30 ET on TNT, True TV, and Max.